A lot of people are buying the Lenovo LOQ right now. And I mean, I can't blame them. It's one of the few reasonably priced gaming laptops of 2026. But if you're buying this thing, there are a couple of handy things you should know beforehand. So here's a couple of tips and tricks to help you out. When you first get a new laptop, always do these standard steps. Check if it's got any damage, otherwise send it back immediately. Set up Windows and press No everywhere. And just let it do its thing for a while. Updates probably need to be installed. And after that, delete any bloatware that came with your laptop. Antiviruses like McAfee and Norton are literally useless and can slow down your laptop quite a lot. Now, this is LegionSpace. It's a pre-installed app that lets you control some key functions of this laptop. You have a couple of different performance profiles, which determine how fast, but also how loud your laptop will be. Quiet is, well, quiet obviously. And the further right you go, the faster it'll be in games and the more noise it'll make to keep up with that higher performance. But all the way to the right, you get manual mode. And here's where you can really customize everything. You can set custom fan curves so you can make it however cool or loud you want. But more importantly, you can set custom power limits for both the CPU and GPU. And if you want the highest performance, you're gonna want the highest power limits. For example, if you're playing a very GPU-intensive game, like Cyberpunk, limiting the CPU's wattage could make more power available for your GPU. Now this doesn't help for every game, but some titles do benefit from it. If you're not sure what to select here though, you can just set it to the extreme mode. It'll use basically the highest power limits and it's got quite a good fan profile. So if you want a more quiet gaming experience with a little less FPS, go for quiet. But if you want the best of the best performance, definitely go with that extreme one. The 2026 and 2025 LOQs really don't get that warm. So every performance profile is gonna be perfectly fine in terms of temperatures. The rest of the LegionSpace app is basically bloatware and advertisements. So you can just ignore all of that. Now the CPU in this laptop is not exactly power efficient, so its battery life is not the greatest. But there are a couple of things you can do to make it last longer. First of all, put it in the iGPU mode. This setting turns off the RTX 5060 in the laptop, which uses quite a lot of power. The display will now run off of the integrated AMD GPU, and it will last considerably longer. And when you want a game, just change this back to hybrid or dedicated GPU mode. Unfortunately, this does require a restart, but in my opinion, it is worth the extra battery life. Turning off the keyboard backlight and turning down the display's brightness also really helps for longer battery life. But this screen already doesn't get super bright, so you really gotta find a sweet spot during daytime. Now here's some extra tips. The NVIDIA overlay is sometimes turned on by default. This lets you record in-game footage, which I do think is pretty handy. But it also gives you a 5 to 10% performance impact. So if you don't use it, I would turn it off in the NVIDIA app settings. Next, see that annoying LED logo in the middle of the keyboard? Well, you can actually turn it off. When you turn on the laptop, spam the F2 key to get into the BIOS. In here, you can change a bunch of handy settings, but only screw around with these if you actually know what you're doing. There's a toggle here which lets you turn off that LED when you turn off the laptop's keyboard backlight. And that's about all I've got. Oh, one more thing actually. You probably bought this thing with your own money, so don't be afraid to use it. It's got a great cooling system and some good performance for the price. And as long as you don't literally throw it around, it'll survive quite a bit. So have fun with it. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.
I have to get back to work. Bye.
Oh no. That's when the now worked.